What's up, my dude? Ski Isaac Lucas. I appreciate you, buddy, for becoming a member of my channel. As you guys know, I've been doing the whole live streaming thing, so we got super chats opened up, we got memberships opened up. Appreciate all you guys that have been supporting me on that. But that's one of the perks that you get with becoming a member of my channel. You get a shout out in the live stream, you get a shout out in a video, you get an invite to the Dude Ski Roll in my Discord, you get cool custom emojis to use in the live chat. You get a really cool little alien badge beside your name in the YouTube comments of my videos and in the live chat. So there's a lot of cool stuff there. Be sure and go check that out if you want to help support my channel. But yeah, appreciate you, Isaac Lucas. And by the way, I'll be shouting out all the other members in other videos. I know I have like 5 or 6 members now. I'll do each one in each individual video, so it's not just like, hey, thanks to like 10 different people in 5 seconds, and it's not really, not really that much of a shout out. But either way, Ricky Carmichael parting ways with Suzuki. So this is a little bit of a shocker here. I'm not really sure, anybody was expecting this, but a lot of you guys probably already know about this if you follow any of those bigger motocross news outlets and stuff like that, but I still wanted to come in here and make a video on this. So Ricky Carmichael has literally been with Suzuki for longer than some of you guys have even been alive, okay? He's literally been with Suzuki since before some of you boys was even born, all right? Let's just kind of take that into perspective here, okay? Been with Suzuki for 15 years, man. I mean, I try to even think back to 2005, and it's tough for me to even remember a whole lot from that far back. That was a long time ago, dude. I mean, I'm 24 now, and that felt like that was a lifetime ago just to me, right? So he's been with Suzuki for a long time. A lot of ties, a lot of testing he's done for him, a lot of input he's given. He helped Dungy out. He helped all these different riders that came through Suzuki. He's got a lot of history with Suzuki. So I'm not really sure why he's leaving Suzuki, or if it was, on Carmichael, like he wanted to leave, or if it was Suzuki kind of not really wanting him to be there. I couldn't imagine them not wanting him to be there anymore, but it could have been like a money thing. It could have been, you guys know Suzuki's kind of been on the downhill for like a few years now, right? They don't even really have much of a main Suzuki team really going, especially not one that's actually winning or doing anything like that, right? It's been literally since like Stewart or back in the days of Stewart and like 15 or whenever the hell, like that was about the last that Suzuki was really popping off from what I can remember in my head, at least in the 450 class, right? So that was like 5 years ago. They had Millsaps, I guess, there on a Suzuki for a while, but yeah, point being though is like Suzuki's kind of had a rough go at it for the past, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? So maybe that was kind of a thing. They just didn't have the money to continue to have Carmichael. I mean, God, dude, that they were paying Carmichael a pretty good little chunk of change every year to keep him on their team like that, or keep him as a brand ambassador, or whatever you want to call it. He was rocking that Suzuki name, right? And that means a lot. That's like having Michael Jordan on your, supporting whatever kind of brand. That's like Michael Jordan and Nike or whatever, right? It's kind of the same deal, but like in motocross, like if you have Carmichael on your brand, like it's a big deal. I don't know how much they were paying him every year, but dog, I'm sure it was at least $1 million a year. Even, 15 years after he was retired, I guarantee you it was still at least $1 million a year to keep Carmichael on Suzuki. So, but isn't it crazy how some of these really famous motocross riders and these real legends of the sport, it's literally like they're on a factory team, like they're getting factory ride deals 15, 20 years after they're totally done with their careers. It's insane. Like, they just did all that with McGrath, like, however many, 5, 6 years ago when he went from Honda, which was his sort of brand that he was on after he retired. And then Kawasaki picked him up. Literally like Kawasaki picking up like a, a new full-blown factory rider, but it's literally McGrath that's been retired for, 10, 15, 20 years. It's just crazy, man. So it's kind of the same thing with Carmichael. Like, there's going to be some team or somebody that's going to, want to pick him up. I don't know if it's going to be Honda. I'm sure a lot of people might kind of predict that a little bit because Carmichael was on Honda at one point in time. I don't really know what he's going to do from the future, from this point forward. I don't really know, but he's got to be on some sort of manufacturer. I mean, hell, he does the practice riding day at Daytona. Obviously, he still makes a lot of Instagram content, and he did the that video for X Games on the Suzuki. So I'm sure he is going to be on some sort of other ambassador program team, type deal, kind of like how Villopoto's on Kawasaki, and then Yamaha picked him up completely after he was totally done with pro racing, completely retired. So we'll see what all goes down with that. But I don't know, man. I really honestly thought Carmichael was going to be on Suzuki till the end of time. Like, I never thought that was going to end. So maybe it was on Suzuki, maybe it was on Carmichael, maybe, I don't know. It's hard for me to believe Carmichael would have wanted to leave Suzuki. It's hard for me to believe Suzuki would have wanted Carmichael to leave after all that time and all that history. It had to have been a financial thing or something like that. I don't really know. And I don't know. I mean, I guess Carmichael could just go without being an actual, affiliated with any of these big manufacturers, but it's kind of hard for me to believe that, right? So definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. But either way, I mean, Carmichael is done with Suzuki, so you gotta love that, really famous YouTube video where the kid's like, "Hey, Ricky, why don't you ride a KTM?" And he's like, "'Cause I'm sponsored by Suzuki, dog." So he definitely had some, deep ties with Suzuki. I mean, come on now. You don't spend that long with the company and not literally love just about everybody in the, in the paddock and, really enjoy working with the team. But then, Carmichael made his team with Suzuki with the whole now skipping my name, RCH, right? Made that whole team. Suzuki was a part of that. But over the past 2 or 3 years, I mean, we haven't really had like a main Suzuki team, JGR still kind of, they went to Suzuki, but you know what I'm saying. We haven't really had like a full-blown in-house factory, Yoshimura Suzuki or whatever kind of, full-blown team like that. So I don't know. I don't know what, caused this or whatever, but either way, man, just want to get in here and make a fun little video on this. I like coming in here and covering some different motocross news stories and stuff every once in a while. Make some cool different kind of video content like that. But what better track, what better rider, what better game? Come on now. This is about the, best kind of gameplay deal I could possibly imagine here for this kind of video. But yeah, it will be weird seeing Carmichael on a Honda again or like some, I just don't know if any other team, Yamaha's got Villopoto as their sort of brand ambassador right now. They've got Kawasaki's got McGrath as their sort of, like retired dude brand ambassador. So it's hard for me to believe either one of those would pick up Carmichael. So I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Watch Carmichael go to like KTM or something. Holy shit. And then the irony of that kid asking him why he doesn't ride a KTM. Good Lord. I just don't think that's going to happen, but that would be funny as shit though if it did. But either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Appreciate all the dudes supporting me on the live streams, all the new members. Appreciate you, Isaac Lucas. Appreciate all that support. I'm still, just getting started on the live streaming stuff, so it means a lot to me. But, and yeah, Ricky Carmichael did come out with a whole statement on all this. I didn't really want to read it off in this video because it's just the standard, like, I appreciate all the years of Suzuki and all that and blah, blah, blah. I didn't really want to, waste your time with that. But, he didn't really give us any information on why he left or what caused the split or anything. So, But yeah, either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dude.